Hi guys, this is Matthias. And the footage of this video is going to be relatively similar to some of the other videos that I've uploaded of Battlefield 1. I'll be flying around in the attack plane on a few different maps. But what I will be talking about is something that is very unusual for this channel. As you may or may not know, I recently uploaded a video where in the beginning of the video I held a little bit of a rant about Swedish media and how I've come to realize that they are very false in what they are reporting. Now, when it comes to politics, economy, human rights, environment, history, and anything else related to our society, during different periods of my life I've been more or less interested in this. This has been going on and off. But from time to time, I have been very interested in this. And recently, my interest in some of these aspects started peaking again. And what made this happen especially was after watching the 3 debates between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. But actually, it wasn't all that much about that debate. It was the coverage from Swedish media after the debates, when I compared my experience and what I saw there with what was reported and how this was presented to the Swedish population. And I'm not gonna lie, I was actually truly angry after reading it. Not in the way that you rage when you read something in the news and then you forget about it. I was literally pissed. I wanted to go up to Stockholm and smack those journalists in the face, much like what Robert De Niro has said about Trump. That's kind of how I felt about Swedish media. And when I realized after analyzing this a little bit more, when I tried to understand what was going on more in depth, I kind of came up with a bit of a, I don't know, maybe it's a loose term or a term that I just came up with on my own there. And what they're doing is that they are lying without actually telling a lie. Now, I do understand that this sounds very contradictory when I say it that way, but what I reacted on was that what they did was that they purposely only decided to report on whatever was said during these debates that would make Donald Trump look as bad as possible while making Hillary Clinton look as good as possible, without any regard of what is important or without any regard of even trying to give a full story of what both parts said about that specific topic. Now, if you understand Swedish media or if you understand the Swedish society, there's nothing unusual about this. In every American election, the Democratic leader is always favored in Swedish media, while the Republican is always frowned upon. And the first time I became very aware of this was when George W. Bush became the president in 2001. Now, I have lived in America, in Los Angeles, California, twice in my life. But what actually got me interested in American politics happened quite a lot later, when I first came across a comedy talk show, so to speak. I'm not really sure how to categorize it, but it's called The Daily Show, hosted by Jon Stewart. Now, I first started watching this, of course, for the entertainment value. This is a comedy show, and I quickly became a fan and started admiring some of the people working there, not only Jon Stewart himself, but also Stephen Colbert, Stephen Carell, and all the other people that worked with this show. Also important to remember here is that this happened during the time when George W. Bush, the second, or the younger, maybe I should say, was president in the United States of America, and he is a Republican, while The Daily Show is liberal, or maybe I should say very liberal. In all honesty, I'm not entirely sure how far to the left in American politics that The Daily Show is considered. So now the way that The Daily Show would criticize their own president and their standpoints in any kind of political debate was very similar to basically all Swedish media when it comes to anything regarding America. Now, when I say all, perhaps there will be somebody that will be able to find 1 or 2 exceptions here and there, but when it comes to all the big news networks in Sweden, even if they would have very different standpoints in domestic questions, it seems to me that even in the past, Swedish media has always favored the Democrats. Of course, watching The Daily Show with Jon Stewart and all these guys making fun of George W. Bush and criticizing him was very entertaining, and I loved every bit of it. But when it comes to politics, you have to understand that there are always 2 sides of every story. One of the more interesting revelations that I had about this was that, unlike in Sweden, the things that were said by the correspondents of The Daily Show, and even when it comes to news networks such as CNN and NBC or MSNBC, or, you know, there are several. But while these people that are considered Democrats or liberals would always criticize whoever is a Republican candidate or president, in America, you also have at least one news network that will give you a voice for the Republicans, or as they're also called, conservatives. I'm not entirely sure about what is the clear definition between a conservative and a Republican, if there even is any. But in all honesty, it was very interesting to see what for me would be considered the other side of things. So now one of the things that I've come to realize is very different from American news media compared to Swedish is something that is considered fact-checking. The fact-checking that is going on between what it seems to be a very strong rivalry between Fox News and a lot of liberal media. And what this does is that it makes the news that you get from America a lot more reliable, because if one of the networks says something that is wrong or takes something out of context, this is quickly going to be criticized and fact-checked by a news organization that has a different political agenda. Now, what this does is that not only does it make it much harder for any news organization to lie or to deliberately mislead their viewers, but even though this still happens, you as a viewer still have the chance to see both sides of the story, something that I find to be very, very valuable, or actually crucial for a functioning democratic society, and something that we are definitely and desperately missing when it comes to Sweden. Because what you have in Sweden is definitely the equivalent of CNN or liberal media. Sometimes when I read Aftonbladet, as one of the news magazines are called here in Sweden, it seems like they are just copying from CNN or MSNBC and then just run it straight through Google Translate in order to report the same thing to us in Sweden as foreign news. What we don't have in Sweden, however, is, again, what I call the other side of the story, the conservative side. There is no equivalent to Fox News. At least not among the established news networks. So now for the longest time I didn't really care, and perhaps even in Sweden there has been some differences in the past that I don't even know about. But with the recent presidential election that made Donald Trump president, the way that the campaigns, the debates between Hillary Clinton and Trump, and the early parts of Donald Trump's presidency has been covered by Swedish media, has been so unbelievably bad and so unbelievably false that when it comes to American politics, I have started to consider Sweden a country that doesn't really have news. It's all just propaganda. Now, to be fair, the things that are reported to us in Sweden has been reported by American news media as well. The problem is that it's only a very small portion of information that is being selected, and it's always, with no exceptions, never, not once is there any exception to this. It is only things that will make Donald Trump look bad. You know what the funny thing is about me making this video? Is that I hear myself talking and I realize that I come across as a Donald Trump supporter. I come across as an American Republican, and I'm not. I'm not a Trump supporter. There are many things that he has said and there are many things that he stands for that I am very much against. Now, perhaps it's just in human nature that if you are a reporter, you get very influenced by your own personal opinion, and that this will be reflected in how you write your articles. But the problem with Sweden today is that not only has this gone too far when it comes to just completely just trashing Donald Trump in every possible situation, but the biggest problem is that if you are Swedish and the only news you get is Swedish news in Swedish, then you are going to be very, very misinformed when it comes to a big portion of foreign politics. Now, how this reflects other countries, I have no idea, but with American politics, this is definitely so. So now I'm going to take a couple of examples that I just happened to react on. Recently, Donald Trump tweeted, and yes, I did have to bring tweeting up, some very, very strong opinions about how pharmaceutical companies behave in America with their prices for medicine. Now, he basically called them killers, and he was very upset about how this affected the lives of a lot of Americans that are in need of these medicines. Now, what I find to be interesting about this is that his opinions about this and his statements about this would be considered quite far to the left. And I've been in discussions about this in Sweden, and I've seen discussions about this between Swedish politicians. And the thing about what he said there is that, to a lot of people, I believe that this would make him look a lot more humane, and it will show a very different side of Donald Trump compared to what we are used to. Now, the thing about it is that when I saw this, I was very curious about what the Swedish media was going to say about it. Because to me, this was not only was it unexpected because it was Donald Trump, but this is also something that I did not expect from any Republican, but more so from the Democrats. Now, I consider this being big news. It was so big, actually, that it affected the stock market, so there was no question about this actually being important enough to write about. But there was nothing. It wasn't even reported in Sweden, at least not by the major news organizations. The only place I could find anything about it was in smaller news organizations that are specifically about economy, and they seem to be reporting about it only because of the effect it had on the stock market. Now, I could go on and on and on about examples like this, but that would make this video several hours long, and I still wouldn't be able to cover all of it. Now, another thing about the difference between American and Swedish news is that the people that work in these organizations in America, they quite often debate each other's, whether it's somebody that works on Fox News that is invited to CNN and they have a debate about a topic, or the other way around. And some of my favorites of all times is, of course, Bill O'Reilly versus Jon Stewart. That is just, it just doesn't happen in Sweden. And not only is it very, very informative, but it's also very entertaining. And again, there's no question that there is a big rivalry going on between several of these news networks. But the fact that you will get both the very important fact-checking between each other's and both sides of the story is something that I consider to be crucial for a democratic society. Yes, this happened in domestic questions in Sweden, and this happened between Swedish politicians all the time. But when it comes to Swedish media reporting about America in general, and especially when it comes to Donald Trump, you are only going to see the left side of the story, and only that. At least at the time of when this video is uploaded. Now, I could, for example, bring up the 7 countries that was banned by Donald Trump as what is commonly known as the Muslim ban. And what you probably didn't know was that this list of these 7 countries was actually made by the Obama administration. The fact that both Bill Clinton and Barack Obama have said very similar things to what you now hear from Donald Trump when it comes to immigration is also something that you will not hear in Swedish media. That being said, there are also many things about Donald Trump that I am personally very much against. You're grabbing D?
By the...
Yeah, where? like the Donald?
Yeah.
You're doing a Donald. So anyway, I just wanted to share a couple of thoughts because it was requested by some people after I made my first little bit of a statement about what I thought about Swedish media. So yeah, perhaps I will elaborate on this and make a follow-up video about it. Perhaps not. I have no idea where this is going. It's not like I'm trying to make believe that I know more than the next person, nor am I trying to influence you or try to change your political opinion. I'm just a person that very much values democracy and freedom of speech. So now for the ones of you who are actually here because you want to see me fly the attack plane, this video is going to continue for at least another 10 more minutes, and I hope you will enjoy it. My name is Mattias, and I want to thank you all for watching.
I'm damaging from afar because if you go too close... Oh, they got bomber now.
Need somebody to spawn in as assault?
Everyone is blind.
KD. Yeah. Attack plane on you. On fighter. The only damaged it bit by bit.
Yeah, I'm
How
damaging
can
it
this
too.
guy get on fucking AM?
Katie,
player
spawn on
account?
me, spawn on me as assault.
Fuck.
A fighter on our plane. Ah, he's down. Nice.
Where
I
the
damaged
fuck is that
the...
tank?
Yeah, just spawn on me. Just spawn on me. He's on D. Outside of D.
Ramped.
L'obiettivo non deve cadere, difendiamolo!
Okay, CSG, you spawn on me then. Assault.
No.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
forgot.
Jesus Christ, I've said it now for
Yeah.
5 minutes and you just keep failing. I mean,
forgot it
seriously.
right now. Sorry, I
Found
just
him.
got rammed. I didn't.
Yeah, still there.
Yeah, I damaged him for like 30.
Hit him once,
Anti-air on E, hitting me.
hit him twice,
Yeah, I'm coming, Matti.
Oh,
and
Oh.
got shot by it.
Nice.
Wait,
38,
don't,
38,
don't, don't.
38.
mines.
Okay. I have a spawn now.
Killed
for the
anti-air,
tank.
Matti.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
You pulled a Martin or jumped out of the plane on the map.
Fuck, I kept the point, kept the point.
Out
Fuck.
of the map.
Had to spawn on B.
L'obiettivo deve essere difeso.
I'll spawn on Mati. Can I?
Yeah. Spawn.
And now we
Tell me when I jump.
Now.
Gonna distract him a little bit.
Alright. I'm behind it.
Yeah, just kill it.
Gonna flare a little bit more.
Hit it once.
Oh, more mine kills.
Nice. Did you place that many mags?
No, I just placed 3. I damaged the tank
You got it,
even
yes.
more.
Disabled weapon behind. Going towards the church.
That's it.
Hit it 3 times. Watch out. They maybe want to take some anti-air or something.
Bastards saw my kill.
There's a tank going to C from B, I think.
We have taken objective Duff.
Oops.
We have lost objective George.
Fighter on the bomber, I think.
Yeah.
A sentry kit is available near your location.
Hey, you got 4.
Oh, what?
Okay, I got the pilot on Duff. He. There's another attack.
Foam
yeah,
bombs because he shot the horse. Bomb con. Pearson 34, thank you for following.
They are mad. I saw guys going for this tank. Why? Didn't kill so many.
Behind, fuck.
We have lost objective Freddy.
Asford Hell spawn on you. The shit.
Whoa, okay.
He went for us. Oh, Asford, watch out, there's a mountain
A
there.
sentry kit is available near
Yeah,
your
I
location.
jumped. Not because of the mountain, of course.
Oh, what? I was got fucking one-shot by an attack plane who rammed his friendly.
Get wrecked, noobs. Watch out so we don't get wrecked.
You bitch!
That's still. I
there's a
stole
car on
that kill
Bravo.
so bad.
Yeah, you probably put like 1 bullet into it.
Yeah, pretty much 1 bullet. Just a little burst of what is plane and boom.
Yeah, shut up.
Alright, there's a plane coming, he's on D.
I hope you die to it.
Objective Edward.
The artillery truck is outside of D.
We have lost objective Butter.
I have situation outside Bravo.
Ground kill, like that.
I don't get any fucking kills on them.
We
I
have taken objective Duff.
I do 200 damage without getting a kill.
Or you hitting multiple people.
Oh, anti-air C. Shit, I could not only get
Yeah.
2 shots on him.
Oh, thank you, unknown.
On C, did you
Yeah,
say?
on C, yeah.
Oh, they're going Bravo in numbers. Quite a few people there. You can go farm.
That objective, capture.
Fighter plane up.
Like, why the fuck was that not a kill? Are you serious? There should be 3 kills. They nerfed the fucking bombs of the attack plane or something. Like, there was 3 people there that should have been dead. Oh, it's on me, it's on
Bravo
me.
to apples.
Oh, it's a different one. I'm coming.
What?
I have
Oh,
anti-air C.
I was killed by the.
Fuck. Mobile.
Yeah, no, yeah,
it is?
yeah, yeah. It's between F and E or something. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. I'm on Charlie now.
We have lost objective apples.
Like, I don't get it. Why? I don't get any kills with this fucking attack plane anymore.
Oh.
They're not giving me kills. Like clear. There was a clear triple on F, and I didn't even do damage. I mean, these things were bugged in the beta, I think, and then they fixed it, or there was something about it.
He bailed.
Yeah.
I disabled the vehicle though, with 1 shot. There's some tank on Freddy.
They're going to come from B to C, I guess.
Halfway there.
Let's kill that on F. On F, kill that artillery truck. I'm
Yeah, I'm
shooting
Oh,
going with the tank.
We have taken objective Freddy.
There's a light tank.
I
can hear a
I
cat.
disabled it. I disabled it. It's going outside of F.
Yeah.
Unknown, I need a. There's a plane on me. Plane on me.
That's a tank.
I'm damaging it.
Yeah. Yeah, I killed it.
There's light tank is bailing out.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill it.
Enemy tank over there.
Yeah. It's dead.
Nice. I destroyed the vehicle.
There's a.
Sandstone.
Oh, anti-air artillery truck.
Where? Position? I see. Towards east. From me.
Yeah.
That sandstorm, fucking hell.
Yeah.
I've never had it that bad.
It's getting worse.
Crazy.
Yeah. Holy shit, I've never had such a damaged plane either before, I think.
My god, I'm a sitting duck for some assaults in this sandstorm.
Yeah.